Hey y'all, it's Vonnie with the Get Down, and we are back with another video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video with anyone and everyone that you know. Today, I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. If you went to church, if you rested, if you went to work, wherever you are watching this live broadcast, or wherever you are where you're going to listen to this podcast later, I hope you're having a great day today. Today, y'all, was an AFC championship game between the Chiefs and the Ravens. And I am 1-0, 1-0. I chose the Chiefs again for another upset up there in Baltimore. I called it. I called it. I don't have no magic thing where I'm thinking about something. I don't have no certain saying or whatever the case is. I don't have that. When I choose certain teams to win at a game, they end up winning. I look at who's going to be playing with who, where they're going to be playing at. Sometimes you got to go with the underdog. Sometimes you got to go with the upset because a lot of people are not going to choose them. A lot of analysis are not going to choose them to win. But I chose them to win, and they got it done in Baltimore. Now, I got to ask you something, Lamar. What happened to the MVP race? What happened? You played really soft in this game. Trust me, I watched it all the way through that it was on. I watched all of it. They didn't look good at all. The offense didn't look good. The defense started to slag. Lamar really wasn't himself in the game. But you know what? You know what happens? You get too cocky. Because you get big-headed. You know, a lot of analysis are going to choose you to win. You know, your team is probably favored to win, whether you're playing on the road or at home. More than likely, it's at home. You get your head so far up your butt, you forget, oh, wait a minute. This is the team we're playing. This is the quarterback we're playing. This is who we're about to face. And every stat that they reach to their potential, we got to blah, blah, blah. We got to stop these players. We got to do this. We got to do that. When you get so cocky, like how the Ravens are, and I'm going to call y'all Raven fans out, yes, you guys can get very cocky, you can get very obnoxious, just like the Eagles fan. When you get your head so far up your butt, you see what happened. Y'all didn't perform today. Y'all look very sloppy today. The defense, where was y'all at today? What happened to all those stops that y'all been making all throughout the year? What happened to those interceptions that y'all were supposed to be getting all throughout the year? You guys look horrible today. Horrible. I mean, it just didn't look good at all. I'm not saying the Chiefs did. They were just 100% perfect, but they came in and they ran it. They ran it. The first few plays, they were running all over the Ravens defense. Patrick Mahomes know what to do. It's Patrick Mahomes. He is second to Brady, really. You ask anybody, he's really second to Brady. Let's just be honest and say that, people. He is second to Brady. His schemes, plans, the runs, this and that, getting to the receivers, making plays. He is second to Tom Brady. The Ravens today, y'all look just drastic. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure what happened at all. I don't know what happened at all. Hold on real quick. Look at my t-shirt. San Francisco. Because it's game day. Game day. But back to Ravens and Chiefs. Lamar, you were supposed to be the candidate to win. You were supposed to win the MVP race. Can't nobody touch Lamar. Can't nobody do the things Lamar do. He gets his receivers open. He can run. He can do this. He can do that. Today, you actually kind of fail. You fail on trying to succeed to still reach that MVP race. You already know your name was in the mix. But you still performed very poorly in this game. Who knows? You might still get it. Who knows? The NFL Honors is going to be coming up soon. You might still get it. Who knows? But today, you didn't really perform good. You didn't. Patrick Mahomes did his thing. He had his way up there. He had fun up there. Not to mention his little homeboy over there that's dating Taylor. Yeah, Travis. You back him up. That's his go-to guy. The tight end and quarterback duo that they have, unbreakable. Nobody can reach to that potential at all. Excuse me, whatsoever. Now I'm finna share some stats with y'all, but Ravens, man, woo-hoo, I do not know what to say about you guys because y'all look atrocious today. Excuse me, you really did. Y'all looked atrocious today. Okay, now let's get into some of these stats for the game. Actually, let's go right here. The team stat. Like I said, I chose them to win. I chose the Chiefs to do an upset, and they did. They did. They did it. Patrick Mahomes, okay, he was 30 for 39 yards, 241 yards, and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, he was 20 of 37 yards for 272 yards, a touchdown, and he threw a pick. Yes, he threw a pick. The MVP threw a pick. Yes, he threw a pick. He threw a pick, and that's why they lost. Not the main reason, but that's one of the reasons why. Okay, Isaiah Pacheco, he had 24 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown. And Lamar, of course, he got to show off his running skill. He had 8 carries for 54 yards. Travis Kelce, the big man of the game. Don't nobody got it like him. Travis is one of the best tight ends. After that is Kittle and then Ferguson. I give props. I give props where it's due. But can't nobody touch Travis. He's unbeatable. He's unbeatable. He had 11 receptions for 116 yards and a touchdown. And Flowers, he had 5 receptions for 115 yards and a touchdown as well. Man, I mean, they still didn't perform so greatly. I mean, they didn't. Lamar, you know, he threw a pass, but the defender had hit it where they blocked it, and the ball came back to him, and he ran for 13 yards. That was probably the second really big play of the game for him. Other than that, they didn't look like the Ravens team all year. What happened? What happened? When you get too cocky and you think you're going to win and you think it's going to be this and you think it's going to be that, it don't happen. And then on top of that, they fumble right at the yard line. That's what made the Chiefs get the ball back. When the opportunities are there where you're stopping them, you take advantage of that. You really do. Shame on them. They had it really bad, okay? Let's see. First downs. The Chiefs had 22. The Ravens had 16, okay? Third down efficiency. The Chiefs were 8 of 18. The Ravens were 3 of 11. They didn't come out performing how they really needed to. They didn't. They were picked. They were picked to win this game at home. But you came up short like usual. I mean, what is it? What is it? Y'all got to learn how to humble yourselves for every team. For every player that is out there on those teams, you got to learn how to humble yourself, because when you get big-headed and you think you're just going to dominate this team or do this and do that, look what happens. They end up pulling the upset. Whoever it is that you're playing, wherever it is that you're playing, they end up pulling the upset. And the Ravens, you know, they were on a high horse. Their pride was up there. Not so much of that, but it got to them. Oh, Lamar, oh yeah, we got this. Lamar Jackson, he finna tear this house down, he finna run, he finna do this and do. No, that's not always the case. It's not always the case. And then on top of that, Lamar is the main one on the team that can score for the team to even get them on the scoreboard. Besides Flowers, he's the main one. There's nobody else really on the Ravens that I can just name and say, oh yeah, he has it. Yeah, he's the main one on the team that can get them to score. It's Lamar. It's his running game. Besides that, I mean, the Ravens, they're not really good. They're not good enough. I really don't even see how they even got to this point. I don't. When they were about to play the Houston Texans, I really had the Texans going in there pulling the upset. It's no disrespect against Lamar, but I had them pulling the upset. And they didn't. And they dominated that game, you know. So he just thought he was the ish. He thought his dish stank. And it stunk today, baby. It stunk really bad today. I mean, you guys did not play up to the means that everybody has been talking about that you guys usually should be playing up to. You cost the game. Now y'all are not going to the Super Bowl. You cost it, baby. You cost it. You cost it on your own self, okay? The total plays for the Chiefs, they had 73. And the total plays for the Ravens, they had 57. You can always see with these stats who had, who dominated more in the game. That's what these stats are there for, so you can see all of that. I mean, I don't know what happened to y'all today. I don't know. Maybe y'all were still, having a good time from all the partying and all of that y'all were probably doing, not really getting your head focused in the game. Like, oh, wait a minute, we finna play Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey. Yes, you are. Do you know how hard it is to stop them too? They weren't thinking about that. I mean, the Ravens suck, in my opinion. They really do. Besides Lamar, if he ain't running, because it's really his legs that makes them win most of the games because he's scoring a touchdown. If it ain't him running, I mean, they're not a good team. They really suck to me. My opinion. I mean, they're not scary. They're not dominant. Especially the defense today. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Y'all really fell asleep because that's not the defense that everybody is so used to seeing. I don't know what happened today. I really don't know. So maybe next season you guys can clean it up, and get better at it. So who knows? The total yards for the Chiefs, they had 319. The total yards for the Baltimore Ravens, they had 316. The Chiefs didn't have no turnovers, but the Ravens did. That's why he threw a pick. Lamar, you can't be doing all that. You got to show your best at the big stage, especially if you're a candidate running for the MVP race and people are cheering you on, hoping that you get that award. I hope he gets that award soon because he's good. But they failed to complete the mission today. This was their other mission. They were supposed to get it done today, and they did not. They failed. They slipped. I don't know. The time of possession, the Chiefs had the ball 37 minutes, and 30 seconds. The Ravens had the ball 22 minutes and 30 seconds. I mean, my God. The Chiefs almost had the ball almost the whole game. If you just really look at it. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Y'all were right there and y'all messed it up. I don't understand it. This team was not the same. It wasn't the same at all. Like everybody was so used to seeing what happened. It's Patrick Mahomes. Did y'all not do the homework? Did you not look at the film? So now questions are going to be swarming around in the Ravens locker room. Well, what's going to happen next year? Are y'all going to keep Harbaugh or what? Is he finna come out? Like, what's the decision? Because usually when that happens to a team, they look at the coach first. Okay, is he fit for them? Maybe give him one more year, and then he's out of there. They look at the coach first, and then they'll go to everybody else. The defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator. Talks got to be made with the CEO of this. They didn't win big. I thought they were because the game was a little bit kind of going back and forth. They didn't win too big. They won 17-10. But the Ravens, y'all slack. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, you can't get no better than that. And yeah, they done showed Taylor in the skybox, okay? Everybody already know about her and Travis. It's not nothing new. They showed her in the skybox. And it was a report that said Patrick Mahomes' dad, he did not want to be in the skybox with Taylor Swift. I'm sure it's not no animosity or beef. Maybe it is. I don't know. But, ever since her and Travis became a thing or whatever the case is, some people still think it's a front. Some people still think it's just a stunt. They're just doing this to get people to ride along with the train like they're really together. I don't know. They ain't paying me. They ain't in my life. I don't know if they're together or not. They probably are. But ever since they became a thing, is Taylor gonna be at the game? Is she gonna be at the game? If she is, let's make sure we show her in the skybox next to Brittany. That's gonna always happen. It is. I'm sure it's not no major beef that his father may have with Taylor Swift, but it was stated that he didn't want to be in the skybox with her. Hey, for whatever reason that he didn't want to do that, that's cool. And probably because too much attention is being shown on her for no reason. Okay, we get it. You guys are together. Cool. But I mean, who cares? Who cares? I mean, at the end of the day, okay, cool. Y'all together, cool. But that's besides the point. The Chiefs still came and they gave it to the Ravens. Gave it really hard. Travis and Flowers, actually, both of them over 100 yards for the game. But the Chiefs still had the upper hand and they won at the end of it. So that's a little bit of the share. Whenever Patrick is playing, you can't just really go against him because he's so good. It's really hard to really go against him. You know, especially when it comes to the playoffs and the games you play where you're getting a little bit closer to the Super Bowl. You gotta, you can't really go against them. I had them beating the Bills, and they did that in Buffalo. Okay, I had them pulling the upset against Buffalo. They did it. I had them pulling the upset against Baltimore, and they didn't. They did it. It's Patrick Mahomes, people. For God's sake, it's Pete Mahomes. It's Pete Mahomes. Everybody got their own little unique way of how they play and how they do the game, whether it's quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, running back, defensive end, whatever position you play. Everybody plays it to the best of their ability because you're going to want to always try to rack up those numbers and be the best. That's what it's aiming for. Like I said, I did choose them to win this game, and they got it done. They will be advancing to the Super Bowl that will be held in Las Vegas. That will be held in Las Vegas. So I am 1-0 in this game, like I said. It ain't no conspiracy thing. Majority of the time, about 80% of the time, I'm not going to big head my own self, but 80% of the time, if I am choosing the team to win, just by how the game is flowing, they're going to win. And not even how the game is flowing. I look at who's going to play who. Like I said, like I stated earlier in the video, I look at who's going to play who. Okay, this person or this team got the little more upper hand. So that's why I'm choosing them. And like I said, I will come on here and correct it when I'm wrong. And why I'm wrong. And why I even chose that team to win. But I did choose them to win, to get the upset in Baltimore. And they got it done out there. They got it done. It wasn't a high score game. But they came in and they did the work. Now they got to study and get prepared for the Super Bowl, which isn't until 2 weeks. But still, once you know that you're reaching the Super Bowl, you got to go ahead and, get your planning done. You going to party. The coach going to let you party for probably a day or two. And then it's time to get back to work. Get on the field, get to practicing, draw up some new schemes, draw up some new plays that nobody is familiar with. But like I said, I did choose them to win this game. So let me know in the comment section what you thought about this game. Patrick Mahomes and Lamar, they're still in the MVP race. They are. But you got to give it to Mahomes. You got to give credit where credit is due. You have to at the end of the day. Lamar winning this game would have just put him higher up of the candidates that is in the potential MVP position as far as being chosen. He would have just been a step up higher if he won the game. But he didn't. So, go ahead and, scoot over and put Patrick in there now because he is in there. But like I said, let me know in the comment section what you thought about this game. Did you think it should have been high scoring? Was the score okay to you? You didn't really care what the score would have been. Just let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like this video. Don't just like looking at my face. Like the video too and share this video with anyone and everyone that you know. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time that I drop content on this channel. And also let me know what other videos you guys would like for me to do. And I will start posting more on my Soul Renee videos, but I need some ideas of what you guys want to see. So if that is all, always remember to stay prayed up and stay blessed.